and I'm not going to make my connecting flight to Chattanooga, Tennessee. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, Delta Andrea. Where's gate 11? Am I going to miss a flight? I've been on the tarmac at Tampa International for an hour.
No, you'll be fine. You can wait.
Okay. Thank you so much, Andrea.
Were you here last year? Running?
No, not last year. I wasn't running. I was here last year with my mother, and was that you last year? We got a wheelchair for her. Wow, you remember me?
Yeah.
Well, it's good seeing you too. Thank you so much. Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. Tonight we're going to talk about a few things about paying dividends and active listening. Now, I have another role play. Can my role play people please come up? Before I introduce them, I just recently took a job, and now I am in a call center. I haven't done that for 14 years, selling over the phone. Now, I'm an expressive person, and I'm a visual person. And now there is no visual image of the people I talk to. So let's start this phone call conversation.
Ring, ring. Hello?
Hello?
Good afternoon, Miss Noble. My name's Rob, and I am with the Handy Dandy Real Estate Company. You want to buy a house?
I'm sorry, but I'm really not interested. Thank you for your call. Bye.
Bye.
Let's try that again.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hello, Miss Noble.
Yes.
Good afternoon. My name's Rob. How you doing today?
I'm fine. Are you selling something?
Well, what we did, we saw that you answered a internet little portal, and you were interested in real estate, and you wrote your parameters down. You were looking for a fixer-upper under $40,000, right next to Lake Magdalene, in a beautiful neighborhood. And guess what?
What?
That exact house just came on the market 5 minutes ago. You're the first person I've called.
Wow. I feel special.
Would you like to come over and see it?
Well, I might be interested. I can't do it right now.
But if you can't do it right now, there's 3 other people I got to call, and I put you first on the list.
Oh, boy. Well, it's certainly tempting.
I'll also bring a cup of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts.
Well, now you're talking. You gonna go with it?
12 o'clock?
Yes.
All right. We're looking so forward to see you. We're going to take a look at this. You could be the first one in there.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
See you soon.
Very soon.
Bye.
All right.
All right.
Now, would you agree that they did a little bit of active listening in that second call?
Yeah.
Now, who can give me some active listening techniques? Any volunteers? Very good. Very, very good. Ask open-ended questions. What else?
Manifest interest in the other party, whether it's through eye contact or in your case over the phone, by asking them how they're doing.
Very good. Anything else?
Do not give the information straight, keep them guessing.
Keep them what now?
Guessing.
Guessing? Keep them guessing.
Yeah.
Interested.
So that they don't think it's a sales call? Is that kind of what you're doing?
Okay.
Okay. Anything else? Now, as far as dividends, what dividend came out of this call?
An appointment.
Appointment, exactly. And that could be what? More money? point. Now I want you to always think about this and always remember to ask open-ended questions, even in your daily life, even if you're not on the phone, even with you are talking with your loved one or your friends. Ask open-ended questions. You never want to assume where the conversation is going. You need to ask open-ended questions so that way you know for sure what is going on with the conversation and where it's going. Now right here I'm showing exactly every day we're on the phone with people. We're on our cell phones and we're either multitasking and we're doing things we shouldn't be doing or not really listening. So you really need to focus on what the person is saying and really listen to them. Now another part of listening, we all enjoy the enjoyment part of listening. Like to listen to music. Anybody like to listen to music? Alright. I think it's so important, and even in my first couple weeks in the call center, my mental fatigue was crazy. So I went home and I listened to music and that really relaxed me. So, what I want to mention too about listening to music. Many times now that we listen to music, we're doing something else. Now, let me give you a scenario. Back in college, we used to have the record player. So we would sit. It was four of us. We sat down in Steve's apartment. We had a candle, and we all just sat there and listened to Chuck Mangione before we went out disco dancing. It was almost like a mental yoga to get us all ready to go. But it's such a memorable experience because it was just sitting there listening to music and enjoying it. When was the last time you ever did that? Now, one thing about communication is we need to realize, and we've talked about this before as far as in speaking, that in person, we remember only 7% of the words that people say. Okay, that's in speaking, in seeing people. We remember 38% of the tone of the speech and 55% of the body language. But on the phone, we are into 13% of the words, so still not that much in the words, 87% of the tone of the voice. And as far as body language, there is none. So you really need to work on your tone, and you almost need to think of your voice as being like a musical instrument. You need to use your pitch and actually keeping it upbeat. Don't ever come down on it down, or keep it really low. And if you need to stand, to keep your diaphragm open so that you can really be engaged in the conversation. So it's not what you say, it's how you say it that matters. So Toastmasters, I have some homework for you. Over the week, I want you to actively listen, and next Monday, I want you to tell me of all the dividends that you have gotten over the week from actively listening. Mr. Toastmaster.